performance, man. Don't ever leave Chelsea. Never give up. Love the street, always.
Hello, guys.
It's like forever.
And welcome to the match preview of Chelsea versus West Ham. It's your host, Matt, because, you know, Sadiq's too lazy to host the stream, but there you go. He's taking a side step after Wednesday's mad stream. They got debut, debates, and lots of arguments, but there you go. That's what we like.
Froze, though.
No, Xavi's he's ice cold. Just leave
Oh,
us.
wow. I'm that still.
But anyway, I've got wonderful guests on. First, starting with the main man, Sadiq. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm hoping for some positive vibes in this stream. Many players are back. Might not need to see Marcos Alonso tomorrow, and some of you guys might be happier at the result. So yeah, but good to be on my own stream. Long day at work. I look forward to the weekend.
Yes, very busy weekend for a lot of people. Me and Sadiq both watching Formula One, Chelsea, non-stop weekend. So it's gonna be mad.
Right.
Father, how are you doing? Obviously, just Leclerc made that crash. Hope he's okay. But
Yeah,
you know, typical Ferrari.
You think of Ferrari. I feel like that's a Macau vibes now. What are you on about? That track is difficult, man.
It's a fast track, man.
I feel like it's a Macau vibes, though. Come on, look at some of the corners. You ever been? You've seen those Macau tracks?
Yeah,
They may as well just change all the Saudi flags just to red flags because that's all we're going to see on Sunday.
Very funny. Yeah, we are good people. We got Rishi, my guy in the comment. I'm going to meet him tomorrow in the game as well. But yeah, looking forward to tomorrow, innit?
Yeah, bubbles.
Perfect. And big up, Alfred. How you doing, my friend?
Yeah, I'm very good, thank you. Yeah, I'm still buzzing about that win over Watford that we ended up getting it in the end. And yeah, I'm looking very much forward to seeing how we keep going against West Ham. Hopefully, another win. We've got some crucial players back that are going to give us a lot more balance back into the team. So yeah, I'm very, very happy about that. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to the game. And finally, Xavi, how you doing?
Yo, was good. I was thinking last night, man. I feel like there's a lot of negative vibes. You know, me myself included, being frustrated with results. And I'm gonna try a different approach. Like, I'm just gonna try to be logical and not get too pissed off and annoyed. But I think sometimes that happens because we're so passionate about Chelsea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, just gonna try to watch the game from a team perspective and just point out what players are doing good and wrong from everybody. So, I think it's better for my mental health too. You know?
Yeah,
Definitely. I mean, it's natural to be reactionary a little bit after the full time, especially when you do these streams straight after the match. You don't really have time to compose yourself. And we were all on one on Wednesday. The comments were all on one, so I think it's natural. It's nice when you can look at it back the next day and just look at it in a more composed way, and then you kind of change some of your opinions and sometimes regret some of the things you say. But that's just part of the game. But let's forget the Watford game that's in the past, and we focus to what is a massive game against West Ham, London derby, top of the table versus fourth in the table. West Ham haven't been on form, but they've usually done quite well against us in the past. Sadiq, are you confident for this game?
yeah. I'm gonna be like Justice and Alex, man. 5-0. No, I'm joking. It's gonna be a tight game, man. I think 1-0, 2-1. It's gonna be a goal difference. I believe.
Yeah, I mean, we're not playing well. West Ham are not playing well. So we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. I think it will be tight. Alfred, do you think we can get a result here?
I think we can, yeah, especially with some of our key players back. But like Sadiq said, it will be a tight game. But every time they play us, they love to give us a hard time. So I think that'll be the same again. But definitely, I think we are capable of winning it, and I think we will.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's going to be so tight.
Yeah, I'll say a 2-1. Yeah, as well.
Yeah, Father, what's your early predictions for this game?
Yeah, just standard 2-0 for me with no injuries as well. Just simple.
Fair enough.
Timo
Javi?
Werner starts. Timo Werner training hard.
I have a feeling he might start from the bench.
I haven't watched-
A
I
bit
haven't
of
watched
inside
what-
news from the agent.
I haven't watched West Ham that much this season. What?
I
Low
did
block
have a
or
phone call with him last night. He did say he might start from the bench.
did you play low block or?
I mean, they always usually play counter attack against us with Antonio anyway. That's always been historically how they've played.
I'm sorry, Werner. You're on the bench.
Okay.
I mean, there's plenty of players that can play, so he'll get game time at some
Roberto
point.
Carlos.
Xavi, what would you predict for this game?
Yo, I said I was not gonna be negative. So I think we get like a good 1-0, a good 2-1.
That's
Yeah,
not
I
too
think-
bad.
I-
I mean,
I know it's gonna be it's gonna be extremely difficult. Like I think we're playing away at West Ham. I think lately we've struggled there. Positive news, like our players are coming back, but I don't know. I could be surprised because like some days we go like say away to Leicester and completely like batter them, and some days we struggle. So I think it depends on the team, like and what they're on that day. So
yeah, I mean, panel and the comments are going to moan at me for this, but I don't think we're winning the game. My prediction's 1-1. I think we're going to go 1-0 down, get an equaliser in the second half, and we're probably going to be a little bit disappointed, but that's Chelsea for you. But, I mean, it's going to be a tough game, so I wouldn't mind I wouldn't be disappointed if we win it or lose it, because West Ham are a
So
tough
basically,
team.
you're
man.
mentally preparing for a negative result.
Yeah, I'm preparing myself. I mean, I'm being pessimistic, so if we do win, I'm excited
yeah,
because
I'm not gonna lie,
I've come in with a lot of mad scorelines recently, and I've been disappointed.
Not like just as an Alex, though.
No, not as bad. Just as an Alex, just positivity, complete positivity on all fronts, of course. But yeah, I mean, I've said some quite big scorelines, and obviously that doesn't always happen. So I'm just trying to be a bit pessimistic, and hopefully that means we do quite well. Because I was pessimistic against Leicester, we won comfortably. I was pessimistic against Juventus, we won. So I think my way of doing it is be pessimistic. And
nah,
choose
Matt,
a
I'm the
result.
same way. I'm the same way. So it's like if we get a result, it's like a protective way for myself in dealing with it. Like if we lose, I'm like, all right, cool. Like we lost, like we kind of expected this. But if we win now, I'm like, yes, like it even like intensifies the win. That's like a Juventus 4-0. Like
Exactly.
I'm the same way, bro.
Didn't
And
they
we
beat
got-
Liverpool?
Who, Juventus?
Yeah, they did.
Oh,
No,
West
West
Ham. Yeah.
Ham.
They beat City too.
No, yeah,
In
West
the
Ham beat
cup.
Liverpool.
Damn.
They've had some good results. They've had a
Yeah.
few shaky results in the last couple of games, but it's typical for a team that does shaky results to come to Chelsea and do well.
Yeah, that's a bit worrying. So they beat City as well.
In the
Yeah.
cup, yeah, they
the
lost to them
cup.
in the league, but they both played fairly good teams though. You know how much Pep likes to win the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, but they're out this time for once.
Yeah.
Guys, can I ask a question? What's the odds I'm getting team of the group stage Ronaldo?
Huh?
What are
What's
you
the
talking about? What are you talking about Ultimate Team for?
What
What's
are you
the-
on about? What are you talking about?
Wait!
Guys in the comments, do you not want Father talking about FIFA or do you want vlogs from India? Let us know.
Definitely vlogs from India. I want to see a bit. Oh, actually, depends. If
I'm
Nippin's not gonna-
here! Hooray!
if Nippin's not going to put me in his team,
Are you know
Again.
reserves?
mate,
No,
he-
don't
I
worry
was
about him.
I was on the bench doing like a super something, and I was like fine with that, and then he just dropped me. I'm done with it.
Nah, don't worry
Nip it
about
out,
him.
nip it out.
He's gone. Nippin's gone for good.
Nip it out. Nippin's got a nice little seat next to Ollie.
Yeah.
So,
the job-
guys,
gone.
listen.
He's gone, guys. Yes! He's gone for
Guys,
good.
listen, Nippon is officially going to India on Monday.
Yes!
Monday coming up. So
Ole, 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 ole. He's gone. He's gone. Ole, 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 ole. He's gone.
listen, big up Nippon, man. Obviously, safe flight in general. Hopefully, stay safe there as well. I don't know how it is in India right now with the cases and stuff. So, yeah, joke aside, hopefully everything is fine. But he did say he will be still streaming from there on his channel. So, I don't know. Time difference as well and stuff. It's going to be interesting, man. Big up Charlie in the comments. Big up Frag as well. We've got Blue Lounge as well. Big up to all of you guys. Like the video. Let us know your prediction for the game. That's what I want to see. Make sure you don't tune in straight after the game tomorrow as well. And yeah, back to Matt, man.
Definitely. I mean,
Oh shit! I thought it was Ronaldo. Fuck's sake!
oh, for God's sake, Father.
What's he watching? What's he on about?
He's doing Ultimate Team packs,
Oh,
obviously.
wait. Do you want to do what I'm doing? Open packs.
Bro, I beg you smash the TV. Bro, we don't want to see it. We don't want to see it. Matt, carry on. We're going to have to mute him.
Anyway, forget about Father because he's just too busy crying that Timo Werner's not going to start this weekend, that Leclerc crashed his car.
Hey, he's starting my ultimate team. Hey.
That's the only place he's ever going to start again. Anyway, we'll get back into the game. So, team lineup was, or the team news was much more happier. Jorginho, Reece back. Looking a lot better. Obviously, Chalobah sounds like it's only a couple of weeks. So, Sadiq, are these people going to be a big miss, or do you think they're also going to start coming back now?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it was interesting about Christensen. Obviously, before the game against Watford, everyone was saying that he's not playing because of the contract. And then we had some tier 1 journalists in some aspects say, yeah, he's definitely dropped. And then we get news that he's playing. So I don't know if what's going on with this situation. But yeah, Chalobah is always going to be a big miss. He's come in, done a job, mistake in midfield, which is expected if you just throw him in there. But yeah, these guys are always going to be a miss. But we need these guys as much as possible during this 9-game period in December. So I don't expect us to win every single game. But when I look at them on paper, we should be winning, over 80% of them. So it's going to be interesting for sure, man. It's going to be interesting for sure. We'll see what happens. I don't know if you lot listened to Lampard's interview recently.
I was watching it last night. I fell asleep. But he was dropping. He was giving all the insight.
Bro, I can't lie. I felt a bit sorry for him. I can't lie.
I'm crying, man.
Not gonna lie, I only saw a couple of quotes, but I haven't actually listened to the interview.
I actually watched it today. It was actually deep. I can't lie. It was actually deep. I felt sorry for him.
Was it a lot of bad truths about the board, or?
No. He was actually positive about it, man. The main things he said was, I had 3 wing backs, but I could only play 1. That he put it in nicely. So he was basically saying Alonso and Emerson were shit, basically, and not good enough. He said Ben Chilwell was a sign-in. He wanted Thiago Silva. He was very happy with that. He said he expected Timo and Havertz to take time to adapt, and then obviously Havertz got COVID, so it took him longer, and the results just weren't going his way. He said, I think it was Jorginho and 2 other players, like they would give their thoughts on how to improve as well. The team. There was 3 players in the dressing room that he said that helped him, because obviously he wanted everyone's opinions to not lose the dressing room early. So Jorginho was 1. I forgot the other 2. Might have been Aspi. I think Aspi was another one. But yeah,
imagine Aspi. Maybe Thiago as well.
Yeah, it was good insight. Yeah, he just said when they approached him for the first season, there was no expectation, just not to get relegated. Marina mentioned it, just not to get relegated. That's all.
Wow.
That's what us and the fans like. Like
that's what she said.
Because at first Hazard left, so I'm just like, okay, where the hell are we gonna score and what the hell are we gonna do? And then we're playing out a bunch of kids, like so.
Yeah, there was also I don't know if you lot saw that Prime Amazon mistake yesterday in commentary.
With the Benjamin Mendy.
Yeah, I don't know if you lot
that
saw
annoyed
this.
me. That
I don't know
I
if
feel
you
like
lot
they
saw.
low-key doing it on purpose now.
No, but listen. I didn't know if you lot saw it. Yeah, but one Chelsea fan, Nishal, he tweeted something
Yeah.
about it. Obviously, delete
Yeah,
the
I
tweet.
saw it.
Matt Law responded. Yeah, Matt Law responded with some bullshit. I can't even lie. I was shocked with what he said, saying that he basically tried to excuse it in a way, saying that I hope it never happens to you
Of
when you
course.
when you come up with these events and stuff as well, blah blah blah. And everyone's just like, wow, like this the guy that started on Rudiger. This the guy that's been talking, and suddenly he's come out with this. I was shocked with Matt Law.
That's just,
Honestly.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, these presenters get paid how lots and lots of money. They can at least get the right name and the right from the right player from the right team.
That's what I said. This is what he said. Your tweet is far more spiteful, nasty, and ill-intentioned than anything Simon said. It was clearly a genuine slip of the tongue. Shame on you encouraging a power on. Hope nobody ever does it to you in your career because believe me, it's not easy to cope
Why
with.
is he going at his career? Why is he going at his career as well? I mean, you guys, everyone knows I don't like Matt Law anyway. So you know what? Fuck him.
I mean, I thought he's your family.
No, fuck him. He's a disgrace to all Matts.
No,
Mhm.
And
but
he can
I
come
thought
and
your parents
reply
know
to me.
you.
No.
I swear
Why
you
do my
lot are
parents
related.
know Matt Law?
I swear you lot are related.
No. I mean, if I was
Really?
related to Matt Law, I would. I'd have a bit more connections to football, at least.
True. Guys,
Why
like
not?
the video, man. Like the video.
That video.
If you're not happy with Matt Law's comments, for me, I was surprised. I was gonna actually go
Matt
at
Law's a
him.
bum. Don't want to talk about him.
But it's a shame. It's a shame, really, because obviously tier one news do come out from these guys, and it's hard.
Arrogant.
Even though you don't rate them like that, the news does come from these guys. So yeah, tough times, man. But yeah, back to Matt, man. Sorry, I went
But yeah,
on a bit long.
no worries. It was some interesting stuff. I mean, the Lampard stuff it's big. It's kind of nice insight to the club, and we were waiting to kind of him to come out and say something. But it's nice that he didn't
Yeah.
go in at the board as well. I think that's nice.
Yeah, he didn't.
Obviously, with him being a club legend, I don't think he was going to do that anyway. But going back into the game, Xavi, obviously a lot of talk about Lukaku, and the journalist tried to ask whether he was starting, and the way Tuchel answered it in terms of I don't want to give out my starting lineup. Does that give you an idea that he started, or do you think he'll be on the bench again?
I gotta see the interview, but from the way you're phrasing it, it seems like he probably is. Or yeah,
He
But
said
then
he didn't want
again-
to he said he didn't want to give away key parts of his lineup.
I don't know. I honestly don't know because he can be saying that, and Lukaku starts, but he could also like it is what it is. Like I'm not giving you my lineup, and I don't want to give any hints because he's trying to set up in a way that is unpredictable until the kickoff game, and let West Ham try to figure that when we come out. You know.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it'd be a good game for him to start, or do you think he's still needs time to come off the bench?
Yeah, I think it's a good game for him to start now.
Yeah. And Father, one thing I want to fire at you. Obviously, we were all talking about the whole Sal left wing back possible experiment, and Tuchel kind of mentioned it in the press conference. Do you think Sal could start a left wing back and Alonso be on the bench?
Not in my opinion, but I do have a feeling. I don't know if anyone's going to agree on me on this, but let's try Reece James as a left wing back, and then have Pulisic as the right wing back.
Who in the right?
Pulisic.
No, he said something else. He said Adoy, I think.
Don't put words in his mouth. I mean, I
He didn't say
Pulisic.
Pulisic. He didn't say Pulisic.
I did say Puli.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, I mean, I don't mind Pulisic playing up right wing back. If that's the place where he's going to get minutes, then that's where he
Yeah.
plays. You got to fight.
He did it okay against Watford. The last 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Yeah, he did it fine.
I still think he'll be playing up top, man.
I do think he's less defend. If I was to compare Pulisic and Callum, this is the dreaded subject, but I do think Callum's a bit more defensively aware compared to Pulisic and has played that role. But it doesn't mean Pulisic can't do it. So maybe that will happen. We'll have to wait and see. I think the key thing is Alonso can't play 10 games in 33 days.
You never know.
No, but most players can't do that. But
Mount
Alonso definitely not. Mount can, yeah, but Mount's just he's just unstoppable.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot. Realistically, I don't. Sadiq, I know you're Alonso's biggest fan, but
I'm not.
He can't play. He can't play all 10 games.
Matt, I'm actually not his biggest fan.
So I didn't back him all the time.
You back him all the time.
No. I've only backed him recently as a joke on his panel against you lot. But before I started doing the stream, I actually wanted the guy out.
It was since Emerson left. Emerson left, and he was like, I got to back on someone else.
Yeah. That's when I started doing it. But before, I've got Snapchat memories. I don't know if you have Snapchat. The memories come up. I got memories from 2 or 3 years ago saying I want Alonso out. But yeah, I just feel some of the criticisms a bit harsh. That's all. But
I mean, there's a lot. There was a lot fair for YouTubers that just like they're done with him. Are you done with him, or do you think?
well, what YouTubers?
I'm not going to name certain people. I mean, the videos are out there for people to watch.
Who are we talking about? Big subscribers or
Yeah, big and small.
smaller than this channel?
I'm not going to give out names.
Well, there we have it. I mean, Father's got the lineup ready. Alfred, did you give your opinion quickly?
Um,
I'm avoiding
Yeah,
the question, by the way, Matt. I'm avoiding.
I can tell that.
no, I still got faith in him. To be honest, I know a lot of people have cracked the shits with him at the moment, but yeah, I think he can still do bits. So I think until we really have to, until we really have no choice, and we have to try something like putting Pulisic in these positions and things like that, I'd still keep him there for now.
Yeah, listen, I don't care how many mistakes he does as long as we win and he contributes. That's it. I don't really care because his second choice, your expectation of him should be lower. He's second choice for a reason. You shouldn't be getting pissed at him.
Yeah, but I get the whole second choice thing in this instance, but you say that, but you look at Manchester City and their second choice players just come in and do the same job as the first choice.
Bro, the way Man City play is different gravy, innit?
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
We can't say about Liverpool.
We can't just have first choice players and then second choice players that are a massive downgrade. You've got to have some sort of at least expectation. I just don't think Marcos Alonso is at that level
winner,
to
bro.
win. Yes, but that was a few years ago. That was 5 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to be positive and think we won the league a few years ago, but it's actually 5 years.
5 years ago today, he gave the pass to the one and only Eden Hazard to score against Manchester City 3-1. What a game that was. 8 in a row.
But yeah, I mean, I just think we need to. There are just quite a few bench players that we need to just move out still and bring in players that may not be exactly first choice, but
I get it, bro. Harvey, I understand what you're saying.
No,
Harvey.
I'm not even saying Harvey Bell. I mean, there's other.
Justice said it. Justice said it recently.
I mean, I was saying it just because you guys put Sal in midfield, so I just didn't want Alonso to start because I knew Dennis would rip him apart. But
listen, Dennis has been scoring every game.
That's why I said. That's why I was worried about Dennis. It wasn't. I didn't want a lot. The reason for me initially wanting Alonso not to start wasn't because I didn't like Alonso. It's just because I knew I've seen Dennis play at Club Brugge, and he's fantastic. So I knew he was the exact type of person that I didn't want to come up against Alonso. That was why I was like, screw it. But Harvey Valiant, it's just because he's just got a bit more pace and won't get caught out by Dennis all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, we've got the starting lineup up thanks to Father.
Yes, sir.
We'll start with the goalkeeper, as always. Start with Alfred. Edouard Mendy.
Edouard Mendy.
What a chant that is.
Good to see Father in such good spirits, and yes, Mendy for sure.
Oh, look at that.
Sadiq, Eddie Kepa.
Guys, he's been making mistakes recently. You know, we have to start asking the question.
Gosh.
That's why I'm asking the question. I'm not just putting him straight in there.
That's what I'm saying. You got to ask the question. Can you play every game?
Listen, every
Is it-
goalkeeper is going to make mistakes every now and then. There's no such thing as a perfect goalkeeper. You know, he's been.
Like, look at Allison.
Sorry?
No, I'm saying, like, look at Allison.
Ah.
You think they're gonna bench him? He's...
Boy, tell your nephew to chill, bro.
If you want, you can hear, and he's downstairs too. And you can hear him. That's crazy.
That's mad.
But Sadiq,
Yeah.
anyway, Kappa, Mendy, Bettinelli.
Who's our youth goalkeeper?
Oh, I said him the other day. What's his name? I don't know his name.
Blackman's gone, right?
Blackman's gone.
Damn, he was there for time.
I think it's Bergstrom.
Oh, okay. Mendy is
Already. Mendy.
Xavi, Mendy,
Yeah.
and Father. I assume you put Mendy in, so I
Yeah,
assume
I
your
already
answer
put
is
Mendy. The Black Friday Mendy. Look at that card.
I heard that so wrong at the beginning.
yeah. I feel Matt's face.
I didn't clock the Friday part, and I was like, what?
Matt's face dropped. Like, what the fuck? All right, let's go to the right side, people. Go on, Matt. Sorry.
I mean, Steve, if you want to host,
No, I did. Okay, go on.
anyway, Alfred, right centre back. Who you going for? Challenge out. So
Right centre back, I maybe give Aspie a go.
What?
but I mean, I do think after seeing how he was
Right centre back?
against Watford.
Wait, man. Wait. We're
Wait,
still voting,
we've
man.
still got 4 other people to vote.
Stop playing ultimate team and throw.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
to be fair, the Asby thing, I think the way I saw him against Watford, I think for me, the only position I love Asby, but the only position he can play is right centre back now. I don't think he's good enough for the wing backs, especially the way we play him. Sadiq, would you agree with Asby, or would you agree with like Major General and Golo Kante said West Ham have massively tall players? Do you think we need physical defenders in this match?
It's tough, man, because you're not saying that the counter-attacking team as well. So are they really gonna be a threat like that?
Or set pieces? They score a lot. I think I saw a stat that they've got some of the most goals from set pieces.
Yeah.
No, that's a bit worrying then. But just very quickly, Sam, I need to find you on social media, okay? Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, message me, WorldWideChels. I don't care what it's on, just message me. You know my whole life. I don't know how you know my whole life. You know the whole life of Feroz and Ali. I don't know how you know everyone's life right now. Okay, I need.
He don't know my life.
He probably knows your life as well, bro. I'm
I'd
serious.
be surprised.
This guy knows everyone's life inside out, bro. Like, it's not even a joke. Message me, Sam. Seriously, message me as soon as possible. But yeah, if you lot putting it like that, then yeah, maybe Aspi shouldn't be playing, man. But I'm sure we've got enough tall players, man. Surely.
Yeah, I mean, I just figured the players have got Rice, Suchek, they've got defenders, Zuma. They've got a lot of players that can score from headers.
I mean, listen, we've got a special guest for Father because he's not flipping focusing.
Yeah,
Here he is. Is it nipping? It
Vladimir.
is.
Vladimir's prime.
How do you know?
He's
Don't
on the
compare
screen.
me. Don't.
Huh? Welcome to Vladimir's.
Don't compare me to Fator's best friend. Don't.
Yeah. True that. What are you saying? You good? Yo, his connection's worse than Javi's and I don't know.
It's like nipping when he's driving.
Yeah, true that. Sorry, where were we? So listen, I was gonna say I'm gonna stick with Aspi. You know what, Alfred, you made a good point. Aspi, I'll stick with it.
Fair enough. Javi, who would you go for right centre back?
Why is the screen like mad dark? Christensen.
Fair enough. Father, do you agree with Javi, or would you go?
Oh, sorry. Right centre back. Yeah.
Yes,
I
right
might
centre
go
back.
Aspi. Yeah, right. I was gonna go for Shalaba, but then he's injured. I haven't got my choice.
Fair enough. Ladimus, who would you put at right centre back?
Ashby. Caliber's been looking a bit shaky lately.
He's injured anyway.
Injured anyway.
I know, but I'm just saying he's been looking shaky. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, I would have gone with Christensen, but obviously outvoted Raspy, so
Aspie,
Father, but
please,
Aspie,
Father, get off FIFA, man. I beg this guy, man. Yo, I'll pay you nippins to make you stop playing.
Father, maybe you should be playing the new F1 game, so then maybe actually
No.
Ferrari can have a good driver that doesn't crash the car.
Already done.
Okay.
Wait, Fator, did you get a haircut?
No. Like it was so last month from Leicester game, man. Come on.
Okay.
Anyway, let's move on to the centre back. Alfred, who you going at centre back?
I will play Thiago Silva again.
Fair enough. Sadiq, would you agree?
Yeah, I think we've realised now this guy has to play every game when possible. Like, he has to play every game. There's a big difference when he's not playing that position. I don't know what he's...
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the best defenders in Europe, arguably the world. So
I was surprised, though, with his age.
he's a monster. He's going to be playing on till he's like 46.
Okay, that's a big statement. That's a big statement.
That's a joke.
Say Christensen.
No,
What did you say? he said Silva.
you know when Father chats shit? I'll tell you when you know he's chatting shit. When everyone's talking about something, he will mention something so random that has no correlation. That's when you know he's chatting shit. Like, look at his face. Look at his face. I don't know whether it's because of Astrid or whoever he likes. Look at it.
No, Dick, we know. Leave Astrid alone.
We know who it is.
Yeah, dude, we know. We know.
Hey,
Father's
relax,
just simping.
relax. Chill.
Father's just practicing his simping skills from nipping.
Chill.
Listen,
Father,
listen. Nippin's going to West Ham tomorrow, so make sure you give him a goodbye hug, all right?
No, I'm not going to West Ham.
Are you going to West Ham?
I'm going to West Ham, but not to see Nippon.
Yeah, but you're going to see him in the fan camp, so make sure you give him a hug.
Yeah, mate, you're like, as I said last time, you're like Brian Claude.
No, can I be honest? This is West Ham, yeah, not Spurs. I wish him getting killed, isn't it? But nah. Oh, jokes aside.
What?
Wait, what?
I don't want him to get killed. That's why. This is West Ham, not Spurs.
Wait.
Oh, I thought you said you wanted him to get killed.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
No, he did.
So please look after him, Nippin. Father, look after him.
How am I going to look after him when he's on it, man?
He's your best friend. You're supposed to look after.
Yeah, you're like Ty and Claude.
Yeah.
Like
Unfortunately, you're Ty.
Anyway,
like
Yeah, Xavi, Thiago Silva or Raspi? AC?
Silva.
Father, do you agree?
Yeah, same as well. I don't mind.
And Ladamus, do you agree? Full house or would you go with
I would have
AC?
put Christensen.
Yeah, I mean, I would have put Christensen on the right anyway, but if I'm going to go with who I would have put in the middle, I would have put Silva. So
I'm thinking about that pace that West Ham have.
That's why I would have put AC on the right.
Yeah,
but his positioning and
No,
everything is fine, man.
no. I would have put Christensen in the middle and Aspie on because it looks like we're going to have makeshift at least one wing back and a makeshift midfield. So I would want to make sure our defense is as strong as possible, and that means we don't get caught out with pace. That's why I don't want Christensen or I don't want Silva.
But would you argue Silva's defensive ability is a big miss in the defense anyway?
Yeah, not necessarily. Silva is he's a world class centre back, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't trust Christensen.
Yeah, but sometimes I feel when we don't have Silva, it's a kind of a bit of a downgrade. Not because of the person that comes in, but I just feel his leadership and his old defensive in terms of leading the line, making sure that everyone else is in the right positions. I just feel that kind of presence is missing sometimes.
I don't think so, really. I think, what game can you name That's happened.
What was the game Silver came on? Was there a game that Silver came on early?
Well, we didn't play against Watford, and we were a mess.
Yeah, but also in the Watford game, we didn't have Jorginho to control the game. We were playing Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and so we didn't have a left wing. You want me to go on? Rudiger, for some reason, was having a brain fart game like he had under
That is
that
true.
bump.
No one called it out.
I said he made a mistake.
And Mendy's kicking, which is an underrated aspect of his game, was just horrible. So
What about
we
Cho?
just
What
had.
about Cho? Cho
we
was
just-
just in from the game.
Did Cho play that game?
No, he didn't.
No, but I'm saying he could have played that game, right?
Yeah, it was rested.
I don't know. I think we're overreacting here because I think Mendy at least once per game messes up those passes, and
Yeah, but I think it was happening more constantly. Maybe not due to his fault per se. I just think we just couldn't from his distribution, we just couldn't really hold on to the ball per se. But whatever. My point is, usually in past games, if one person would make a mistake, someone else would cover for it, so it wouldn't lead to, say, a shot on goal or even a goal itself. Because there were so many mistakes happening, like Alonso down that left-hand side, but was also Saul down that left-hand side. Rudiger having to do too much, and then him making that mistake for the equalizer and stuff. It was so many things repetitively happening. So Silva coming on, he just came on to just calm the game down and control it. But the thing is, they should have been able to do that themselves. We shouldn't have to have relied on Silva to do it. He's 37 years old.
Yeah, I think there was the Brentford game as well, and then there's one more that I can't remember the exact team off the top of my head, where I just think Silva does bring that kind of presence. But I mean, we've been defensively good for most of the season, so I can't complain too much. But
yeah,
he
maybe
does.
maybe it's just because I'm pessimistic for this game.
No, he does, and I understand why you would say Silva. But with so many games happening thick and fast right now, and the fact that we already have injuries to key areas in this moment in time, and we've had them all throughout the season, that this isn't such a game or worry per se where I'd say throw in Silva and then he plays and he picks up a knock and he's out for a few weeks.
But we got Zenit next, bro. We might as well just play him now.
Yeah, that's why I feel like he'll get the rest in Zenit, and then
What are our next few Premier League games?
we've got Everton,
Leeds, Everton,
we've got Brentford.
Wolves, Villa.
You guys noticed something?
Fair enough. Yeah, play Silva.
You guys noticed something?
I'm just thinking because Christensen hasn't played a lot. But yeah, play Silva.
This is just buzzing sounding, man. You notice something? Now we're always playing Everton and Wolves in this December period.
Yeah, we always seem to. That's why I'm kind of worried that we might. And we to be fair, we played West Ham in December as well.
It's like this is always like the rites of passage test to see if we're gonna go on and win, because it's either we make it out or we start dropping back to back.
Yeah, well, let's hope we can make it out well and go on to win the league. Anyway, we'll move on to left centre back. Am I in assumption that Rudiger will start and there's no objections?
Yes.
So, Father,
I was watching the
Rudiger
game.
Yeah, same as well. Rudiger left centre back for me.
Yep.
Pull him in,
straight
please, Mr. Ultimate Flop.
Whatever you say, my guy.
And then again with the wing backs, will we assume that James will play on the right, or does anyone have any objections to that?
None whatsoever from me.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Reece James.
So, Father, put Reece James in there.
Can we have a rare? Can we have a rare Reece James?
No, we got the team of the week, Reece James.
Oh, where's that one that looks really nice?
That's racist.
No, there's like that blue one that looks was like the 92 or something.
Matt Tenzel. Welcome. You
Welcome
speaking to Ali about me. I want words with you, son. Yeah.
Anyway, left wing back.
I'm thinking.
Go on.
Sorry. No, I think because I know someone's going to mention Tuchel in the press conference said something about Saul and left wing back. I think Alonso will start and then Saul will come on at left wing back.
Yeah.
just to test it out because he's not going to
Yeah.
throw.
We were talking about, because it was funny because last week we were all talking about how it's a possible experiment, and then he played terrible against Watford, and all of us were like, you know what, done. Don't bother with that experiment. We don't want him anywhere near the team.
Exactly.
And then now Tuchel mentions it, and we're like, oh, okay, so maybe we've got to discuss this again.
But all I'll say is, like, all I'll say is this, and even Sadiq was right what he was saying. Alonso, we know he's a backup to Chilwell. It's not like Chilwell's fit, but he's not playing because Alonso's there. But he's just a backup. So if he has an average game or whatever, or makes mistakes that you know he's going to make, I don't think there's any point continuously criticizing him. What is he going to do?
I mean, at that point, I feel like Tuchel has to just drop him.
Yeah. But it's only from now. It's only hold on. It's only from now until Jan when we can get one in. But if you guys say don't play him at all, then what do people want? If we play Aspie there, we know Aspie, even at right wing back, isn't that great going forward. So what, we lose an attacking threat down that side, and then I'll see people come on streams for reviews and blame, oh, well, you can't say Cho had a bad game or Pulisic had a bad game. You didn't have Aspie couldn't come up the pitch and link up with him. Or what, you play Cho at wing back, at left wing back, then he has a bad game, and then people will say, well, what did you expect from Cho? He doesn't have great games at right wing back anyway. So obviously he had a poor game at left wing back. People use the exact same excuse for Pulisic if he plays out there. People, if Saul plays left wing back and has a bad game, people will say, well, he's not even that great in the Premier League anyway. He's having stinkers in midfield. What makes you think he would play well at left wing back? So my thing is, whoever he plays there, just don't complain until January when we can find a way to fix the problem.
I don't have a problem with anyone really playing there till January. It's just if it's going to be to the end of the season, that's where I start worrying.
Yeah, but also, Matt, I feel like his game was that bad as well because obviously Saul was next to him.
Yeah, I know, but
it could be, but
whether we buy someone or Matson comes back or maybe Chilwell is miraculously fit, there will be a solution. If there isn't, we go through January and we haven't bought anyone, that's when we can start complaining. But as of right now, there's no point in complaining about things that have no way of fixing. Like it's just redundant because I see people on streams the past few days since Chilwell been injured and saying that, oh, Alonso's terrible, or this guy, or just play that guy and stuff. And I'm just like, well, you guys are going to complain no matter what happens. Just don't until we can find a solution. And if Tuchel or whatever haven't found a way to fix it or bringing someone in, then we can criticize the management because it's them that are responsible for this, not the players playing in that position.
That's true.
I think there's two reasons Alonso might start. One, for his height in set pieces, because we know West Ham are dangerous in set pieces because they've got the likes of Souček, Zuma, Antonio. And two, the next game we have is against Zenit, and I think that's the game Tuchel might play Saul left wing back because we've already got UCL qualification. We just need a simple win, and if anything, the West Ham game is more important because obviously we've got to increase the gap on our rivals. So I think Alonso will start.
Yeah, that's what I thought in terms of the height. I don't think there's anyone really on West Ham's right that's particularly complete pace, apart from maybe Bowen, but Bowen's not really played too recently. So I wouldn't be against. But that's more the right back rather than the right wing.
Yeah, but I mean, the bomb and overlap. That's my point. But again, Alonso is a Premier League player, so he should be able to handle it. It's not a problem. Yeah. That's my thing.
I just think Sal will be better.
One of Alonso's weaknesses is he's not press resistant, but in this game, West Ham are going to sit back, so they're not going to press us like Watford did.
True. It will only be on the counter that Alonso will struggle. But anyway, Frag, welcome to the stream once again.
Thank you.
I'll start with you. Would you say Alonso will start at left wing back?
Yeah, Alonso for sure.
Yeah, let's put him in.
Alonso, Roberto Alonso. Yeah.
Brilliant. Love it.
Oh, dear.
And I mean, just to get through this part a bit quicker, my assumption is everyone's going to go with Jorginho and Ruben in the middle. Anyone going to put Sal in at all? Or?
No, Jorginho.
Yo, I don't hear any Barkley. Like, what's happening to Barkley?
Barkley
can't play in the pivot.
I'm saying in general. Where is he? I've not heard his name once.
I don't know. He had that little spell where he did well, and then he's
That's
just
what I'm saying.
come out again.
But that
I
spell was when some of our attackers were injured.
Yeah,
Now
I think
everyone's
I
fully
think now everyone's back.
We'll see Barkley during the Christmas period, not now.
He might play Zenit, to be fair. He might play Zenit.
That's what I was thinking. Zenit might be his game.
Because
Is
Zenit
Kovacic
is the
still
away
out?
game.
Yeah, he's come back
Kovacic
soon.
out.
No. Yeah, he's
No.
still out.
Cover and
And
Kante's
Kante's
still out.
still out as well. Off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to play Ruben again.
You make that seem like it's a really bad thing. Come on.
This guy's gonna get. Remember before I predicted Ruben getting injured? This guy's gonna get a knock. Watch.
No,
Don't say that again.
Why would you say that about players?
You did that last
Because
time.
he's
so
right.
I
Because
got a knock.
Right.
he's injury prone. He's gonna get a knock.
Yeah, but Latimus, don't jinx it.
Why would you
Come on.
wish that on him though?
I don't wish that. I don't wish that on him. I wish this guy was completely reliable and we can trust him, but we can't.
Damn.
Anyway,
I mean, he has a run of games, so
let's
going well.
let's
Why-
just
why
hope he
would
doesn't
you
get
just
injured
continue that.
and he has a good game next to Jorginho. So, Father, if you could put the 2 in.
Yes, sir. Jorginho on
Actually-
sheet.
But I hope you
Jorginho
lose an ultimate team. Hope you're losing.
Jorginho had to carry him.
How is Jorginho just still got a basic card?
I like it. Third and Ballon d'Or.
Surely third the
I
Ballon
lie. He
d'Or
needs
is
to
your-
walk out. He needs to walk out.
The same legendary status as Lampard, I would say.
Exactly. So, moving on to the front three, which is always the one that gets debates. I'm just going to do it the simple way of left wing, then right wing, then striker, rather than the three.
Should we do it like that?
options. Yeah, I'm not doing. I'm not going to do the other way. That was just very confusing last time.
What NSG options? All right, cool. Never mind.
Right,
Let's go.
Alfred, I'll start with you. Who would you want to start on the left?
I'll give Cho this game.
Yeah, I mean, for me, he walked straight into the squad, especially after the game of Wednesday. Sadiq, who are you having at left wing?
It's tough, man. I kind of see Cho or Pulisic again. I don't know. One of the two.
I think Pulisic has been, he's had his chances, and I think he hasn't looked as good as Cho has recently. With the chances that he's had, and
That's cap. The guy's just come back from injury, and whenever he's played, he's scored or made an impact.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
I'd argue the only game he was bad.
Stay off the bench.
I'd argue the only game he was bad against Watford, but a lot of people were bad in that game. So
I think
I'm not
Tuchel
gonna-
sees him as an impact sub for now.
Yeah, exactly.
Go on.
No, I'm just saying that's fine until he can build up.
Let everyone say their forwards and then we can discuss it after in it, just to get out of the way.
Yeah.
I do see what Latimus is saying, though. Perhaps I was being a bit harsh, but maybe I'm just taking into consideration too much of how good Cho has looked.
Yeah, well, we'll get through everyone else's options. Javi, who would you go for on the left?
Cho.
Father?
Cho.
Latimus?
Okay,
Josh is a hater.
it's about if we're saying in this team was fired that Alonso's a weakness, then who plays that left hand side, so Rudiger, either Jorginho or Loftus-Cheek, whichever, and you're saying Cho has to be wary of Alonso and try and protect him as much as they can, do that defensive work. So if you're saying Alonso can do that, or you're saying Cho does that, then that's fine.
This is different though, because
Cho has
we're
improved
gonna
his
keep the
off-ball.
ball. The thing about Watford is we had no ball possession and retention, and Tuchel said that the best way to defend is keep the ball. Now that we have Jorginho on the side, we're gonna have the ball more often, so he's gonna get exposed as less. And then if you looked at Rudiger last game, he was so tired yesterday because he had to do the work of like two.
All you have to do is look at how West Ham played against Liverpool, and they're going to play the exact same way against us.
I mean, I'd argue Callum is more defensively aware than Pulisic as well.
Okay, that's fine. It's not me having a dig at him. My point is that if everyone keeps saying Alonso's so bad, this terrible big weakness and everything, that means who plays that side of the pitch has to be wary of that said weakness. I don't think Alonso's a weakness, so to me it doesn't matter. But for everyone else,
Cho has improved his off the ball work. Do you not see how many times against
Oh,
United he was stopping counters?
And I didn't say Cho's not great at doing that, did I? My point is,
All right, let's get into this lineup and then debate this after. My bad,
Yeah,
Prime. Don't mean to cut
yeah.
you.
I mean, Frank, who would you put Callum at left? On the
Yeah,
left,
simple answer. True.
Yeah, I mean, I like to keep. I want to keep my front three kind of consistent, but with everyone said Cho on the left, so I'll put Cho on the left because he would have been on the
Cho
right
on the
and my
left,
third one, but I don't mind.
77.
Sweet. So, Alfred, who would you have on the right?
On the right, I would put Mount.
Sadiq, what would you go with?
Yeah, Mount, he got a goal and assists. He's probably gonna come back in week in, week out.
Xavi, who would you go with?
ZH.
That's a good one as well.
Father?
Yeah, it is actually.
Mr. Mount, money.
Ladimus?
Yeah, Mount. Like I would have swapped them to be fair, but Mount on the left and Cho. But yeah, Mount.
Fair enough. Frag, who would you go for on the right?
ZH.
Yeah, listen, it could have been Mount and Ziyech actually.
I
Yeah.
think ZH has been in better form over the last few games over Mount because Mount, it was that Watford game. That's it.
Are people really?
He looked very good against United when he came on.
People complain about Ziyech and how he plays, and then he comes off the bench and gets a goal, and all of a sudden you guys want him to play. Like, whatever.
I
gotta be careful
That was the same with Pulisic. That was the same with Pulisic. He come off the bench, he made an impact, and everyone wanted him in straight away.
Wait, can I ask? Did ZH start the whole game against Juventus and Man U?
Sadiq, one, that's not something I necessarily said, and two, this guy's just come. Pulisic just come back from injury. He needs to build up sharpness. With ZH, this guy, okay, fine, fair. But with ZH, like it's a constant, like kind of flip flop with him. It's like always terrible, get him out, he's bad, and then he will get a goal one game. He will have an average game in the previous ones, but because he gets a goal, people will say, "Oh, he has to start again."
Yeah, but who said that over here on the panel?
No, but I'm asking you guys and just the Chelsea fans in general, like, why do people want him to play?
So he comes
Because
back
he's on
in
better
for
form.
the last 3 games, especially.
At least
effort-wise,
5
he's won
games.
more than others, personally.
Okay.
Out of the last 3 games, at least, for sure.
All right.
He's frustrating.
Fair enough.
He's frustrating.
I think
but he still
this-
does a few things.
I think this
I-
fan base is very unfair to ZH because as soon as he's like takes a bad touch, it's like, oh my god, get him out.
Yeah.
But he impacts the game at some point, like dating since he came back into the side as Malmo. And I know this might not be like crazy big thing. If you look at him, he took off his shoulder brace that was restricting his
Tuchel
music.
said
I
recently
repeat
he's
this
only
often.
100%.
Hold on, like, and then ever since that Malmo game, he's contributed something to the game. Like he's been playing good and getting rhythm, and that's I think people forget that ever since ZH came to Chelsea, he's been in and out the side through injury and has not got that good constant flow. Like he came back preseason cool, came back to Villarreal, was doing well in preseason, scored in Villarreal, got that shoulder injury, should have got surgery, tried to put that brace on. In and out the side, but now he's getting a constant run, and he's leaving his impact in the game.
I don't think he
all the time.
Again, what you're saying, I don't like Chelsea fan flip flopping on him. Like for me, at least I'm consistent. I don't think he's that good. I don't rate him. I didn't want him in the first place, and he hasn't done anything to change my mind. Whether in these little patches of form people want to say, he hasn't.
I mean, to be fair,
I don't like the flip. Like, and also with other players, I don't like the flip flop of this guy. It's terrible. We should get them out. Then they score or whatever, and they're amazing. Or they'll have amazing. They'll be playing amazingly consistently all the time. They'll have a bad game. People want to get on their neck. I don't like that either.
But yeah, I agree with you. But then we look at who's in front of him. Look at who's in front of him. Has Mount been consistent?
Yeah, Ladimus, listen.
Yeah, I don't think
No one in this Chelsea wingers in terms of consistency has been up there. But what I've seen from Ziyech
I agree with that as well.
in the last few games makes him come into the team. I think that's what.
Yeah, but Sadiq, I agree that everyone our other wingers haven't performed as well. I agree. The forward line is the most frustrating part for me, and I would get rid of like half of them by the summer. But
It's true, but no one's on that level though, man.
That's
No
also
one's
my
on Chelsea
case in
level.
point. But that's also my case in point for others, because people will want to criticize just one aspect of player. So like, but one aspect of our forward. I mean, like the people who will always get onto Cho, or people who will always want to get onto Werner, for example. But they'll forget the other forwards aren't doing much either, and that's my constant problem. Of are they all great, or are they all terrible, or like, which is it? Have a constant.
They're all
thing.
inconsistent.
You need to remember, Tuchel doesn't get the same free
Constant thing of
result.
what you think. No, but have a constant thing of what you think of these players. Don't flip flop of he played bad today because he scored. He had a great game, but he'll have the same performance next game. Won't score. And all of a sudden he's terrible. Get him out. He doesn't do anything. Like, I don't like that with players. Just be consistent.
Yeah, but people
Gotta
say
talk to
anything
your
in the
guy
fan
Justice,
base. We
man.
have to talk about what's the panel saying in it, because this fan base, every fan base says different things. Like, we can't generalize on the panel, can we?
No, I'm not talking about you guys on the panel. I'm talking about, like, because again, this is going out to Chelsea fans. I'm talking to Chelsea. Why do we do this? It's annoying. Be consistent with what you think of these players. Don't change.
Like, honestly, Prime, I think it started to be like these player hives.
Yeah.
Like, you started to attack their favorite player, and now they like their player is playing poor, so they put the blame on others.
They get
you know,
hurt a little bit.
they get sensitive.
Yeah, one thing I don't like is when you say someone's been poor, then they try flip and say, "Oh, but this person was also poor."
Yeah. And I don't like
you
that, because
kind of lose
when
that
you look at,
argument.
and what annoys me with Chelsea, because when you look at other fan bases, like for example, with Arsenal, Partey and Pepe are both flops, but they will protect. But when they see other rivals, they will protect them with their lives. With United, Martial's a flop in the cup, but they will protect him. Liverpool, Thiago's a flop, but they will still protect him. But with Chelsea, we will be the first ones within a few games to criticize our own players. We'll criticize Saul with no context, or criticize, like Werner or Ziyech or whatever. We criticize all these players with no context, and I'm just like, why can't we protect our own? We're talking to other rivals. Like, why don't we not do that?
I do, bro. I'm in a group chat with Man U fans. Even though I feel like Havertz has been inconsistent, oh my God, how much I had to defend this guy.
Yeah, but we should, and I do that. Fine, whatever. We can say Werner's a flop, Havertz a flop, whatever. But when I'm speaking to rivals, I will protect these guys because they're my players. I should be protected. Rivals can say what they want. I don't really care. But amongst Chelsea fans, I expect you to protect your own.
Yeah, but that's a bigger reach. Like, I feel like we could just set the example of not doing it on stream, and then I think the Chelsea fan base as a whole, like Twitter is a very toxic place sometimes, but I guess we can just control what we can control here.
You can't judge Twitter by the fans' opinions because it's just full of one trolls, two people with hives, three people that are just generally angry. It's just you can't judge all the opinions. Some of the opinions I see on there is just absolutely crazy. So I think YouTube's a much better place for it.
The thing is, not every attack is consistent, so we just got to play whoever's on form.
Yeah,
just play everyone on their
changes it.
package.
I've not seen a consistent front three.
That's what I'm saying. Ziyech has been good, so we should just let him do his
thing. So what we going,
then...
Mount? Sorry,
I think Mount got the most votes, so we'll put Mount in. I mean, for me, I do like Ziyech as a kind of off the bench option because he does have that. He'll know where to pick up the spaces and where he's watched the game. He'll know where the spaces are coming up, and I think he can make more impact than maybe.
You could say the same with Mount. Mount off the bench against Southampton.
I just think the playing style Ziyech has as well. He can take advantage of that a bit more than maybe a couple of other players. But I would have put Pulisic in just because I do like the idea of Hudson-Odoi Pulisic, but I know that's obviously going to be a disagreement by most people. But there you go. I mean,
I would agree with you on Hudson-Odoi, but I'm just asking: is this a big game? Yes or no?
Yeah, it's a big game. I mean, of course, it's a big game.
And if it is, I would play one of Mount or Pulisic because they turn up in big game. If they turn up,
I'm not gonna lie, though, man.
Our forward line inconsistent, I at least need one of them. You can get me something.
Yeah, but it'll probably be Mount and Ziyech tomorrow anyway.
Yeah, fair enough. At least
Mount can do something in big games.
That's fine.
What proof has shown that Mount this year has turned up in the big games?
Yeah, I was gonna say the only game I can really
Mount
pick
has
out
been
is
poor
Matt
this year.
Turner.
Mount has been poor this year, fine. But in the past, he's turned up against.
But
Final
like
goals
his
like
form
in-
this year though is bad.
But everyone else has also been like poor and inconsistent this year. So I can just go.
But Cho since he's come in has been. I don't care what you say or not. Leicester has been a good team, and I think even though they're in poor form, there's sort of like a big West Ham and Leicester is. Even if Man U, he didn't of course Cho missed that chance, but if he's scoring that, we would be saying different. Like
But
I feel like
for one and two, I didn't say not to play Cho.
who do you say? Oh,
I said one of Mount or Pulisic because I want.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, sorry, I misunderstood that.
That's my point. But again, I agree. Everyone else has been inconsistent, so I can only go off what I've seen in the past. And Mount can turn up in big games. Pulisic will turn up.
But you know what it is? Everyone that comes off the bench has made an impact, man. Everyone that's come off the bench has made an impact.
Are they really making an impact because the players are tired?
Yeah.
I mean, let's get into the final position because we've been waiting long enough for it. Obviously, we've got the three options:
Werner,
Havertz, Lukaku. Alfred, who are you going for?
Lukaku, it's time. Unleash the beast.
Yeah, Lukaku, yeah, definitely.
Javi?
Yeah, Lukaku.
Father?
Yeah, fine. Lukaku.
What? No, Werner.
You don't sound. You
said
sound
yeah,
happy with that.
fine.
Nah, I know what he's doing. We're gonna lose this game, and he's gonna be like, "I told you, bro, Werner, Michael." Nah,
Wait, what about Havertz?
Yeah, that's a shout too. I think Havertz played well
probably need
yesterday.
rest. I
I'm not
can't
gonna
lie.
lie, I was gonna say Havertz.
Now, I think when you have to think tactically, and the aerial threat West Ham possess, and we need as much aerial ability on that field as possible.
Havertz needs rest. I can't lie.
Okay, I think Lukaku wins most votes anyway, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, I would go with Lukaku. So.
I just pray Alonso's not on.
Look at this card. Woof.
Father cares more about the cards than he does the actual lineup.
And his ultimate team.
Of course, he's just thinking, "Oh, that's a great card for my ultimate team."
Not gonna. I'd put Christensen at right centre back.
Yeah, we had that kind of discussion. I was kind of.
I said Christensen as well.
Because Christensen's faster than Aspi in case we get hit on the counter.
That's what I was thinking of Antonio, but.
And
plus, it's
Christensen's probably better in the air as well.
Yeah, it's another aerial threat. So
yeah.
I just also think.
I don't count him as an aerial threat. Sorry, no, sorry, you were talking about that.
No, I was just going to say that I think we need as much leadership in this game as possible because it's going to get messy. I can tell you now. West Ham.
But that three at the left, though, like if you look at Jorginho, Rudiger, Silva, James leads by example. Like you feel me? I feel like we can, as long as we have Silva, Rudiger, and Jorginho, even Mendy's a leader in some sort of way. I think we can exclude Aspi in that. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Yeah, I just think Christensen's a better suit to the side, but I mean,
Aspi against Zenit.
The votes. Yeah, I mean, Aspi got all the votes, so that's the lineup we'll go.
Hold
for,
on, 1, 2. Wait. How much people voted for Aspi?
I think it was quite. I think
I voted Christensen.
It was before Ladimus and Frank.
Lad, what did you want?
It could change now. If Ladimus and Frag say someone different, it could change now, I think.
I know Frag says Christensen. What does Ladimus say?
I said Aspi and Christensen instead of Silva.
In the middle. Yeah.
But again, the aerial threat. Yeah, take probably put Christensen over Aspi. But the only thing is, Aspi hasn't played a lot lately.
I I don't know. I don't know what Tuchel wants to do with Aspie because he's not really played him at centre back, and then he kind of had to throw him in at wing back because James was not able to play. So I don't know what's going on with Aspie at the moment in terms of does Tuchel really believe in him as much? I'm not sure.
I just think it was just a form of Chalobah.
Yeah, I think it's forward Chalobah, but it's just like he's not going anywhere.
You got to think about next game. You got to think about the people that will get opportunity in the next games. For example, Saul and
yeah, I mean it's a long trip to Zenit, so they don't want to play a lot of the first team. So I think there'll be a lot.
When's Kante and Cover coming back?
Cover's back soon.
Cover's back soon. I think he's
didn't get the
nearly
Kante
there.
one though.
I don't think. I think he said Kante's not that long either.
But I thought he said some days. It ended up turning to like weeks. Like it was good.
It's only been. It was only last 9 days.
It was the Juventus game. He got injured.
Yeah, so it's only been 9 days. So.
But now he's gonna miss today, and then you're gonna wait for next. Like I didn't think. What I'm saying, I don't think it was. I never thought it was that bad. You know what I mean?
We need to have a discussion about Kante.
Shut up, bro. Fucking clown.
We need to have a discussion about Kante.
Yeah. I mean, I've always said Kante needs to be managed. I did say in the Juventus preview, we're running the risk of him getting injured, and he did. So I think it is the thing. Kante needs to play sporadically for the games that he's needed, because I think we've got other midfielders that can play instead of Kante for certain games that Kante's not even needed. I think I'd argue we've played Kante in games that we particularly don't need him, and that's played detrimental.
We need to save Kante towards the end of the season.
Exactly.
That's
I think
the end of the season.
The crunch time is when we're going to need Kante.
Yeah.
So
for now, we got Cover and RLC, so we're good.
Yeah, and we got Jorginho. Obviously, he's just a machine as well.
But yeah, Jorginho's a star.
Yeah.
Wait. Matt, what did you say? Repeat that again.
What? Jorginho's the main man?
No, the other thing.
No, we said Cover and RLC are rotation players.
No, you said something about machine. What did you say?
Jorginho's a machine.
No. You said someone else is a machine. What did you say?
Who did I say was a machine?
Something about
You said
RLC.
I haven't mentioned anything about RLC.
You said he's a machine.
Nah, he said
When?
we got
He said-
RLC.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. No. Anyway,
I
we'll-
have no
RLC.
idea. Anonymous likes.
anyway,
It's violent.
we'll see how much of a machine he is when he picks up that.
Oh, don't even start about the injury. He's going to be fine.
I hope so. Listen, I want to be wrong. I wasn't wrong before, but I want to be wrong.
I mean, it wasn't really a bad injury, so let's just leave it at that. I mean, Latimus, Frank, we didn't get your prediction, so start of you, Latimus. How do you think this game is going to
go? And Ruben stays fit. I think we win comfortably. I think 3-1. West Ham will score from a set piece, and it'll be Zuma. We'll get involved in it somehow.
Oh God.
What?
I just
You
don't
don't think Zuma will
want,
score?
I know I hate it when ex-players score because it just frustrates me.
You knew as soon as he left, you knew he was going to score. Like
Yeah,
they
of
had
course.
the reason why they're the best area league in the league. One of the best area league.
Just quickly, watch everyone milk over Rice tomorrow, man.
No, I'm not touching Twitter for the whole game.
Especially when Rice losses Ruben in midfield and he picks up a knockoff.
Don't start. Oh my God.
This guy, you got a Ruben agenda, bro.
Apparently
This guy got an agenda.
Apparently Ruben is not at the end, but he's playing deep.
Which,
Better than Declan Rice.
yo, let's be honest, bro. Ruben on top form. I know he made those 2 mistakes and he's been poor. Like, I don't even think he's been that bad. I think the fan base is milking it, honestly. But he made some mistakes and needs to release the ball. But he can do everything. He's our most complete midfielder, bro.
Yeah.
Besides maybe Kova.
He's so
I told you.
complete when he's on the injury table as well. Yeah, amazing.
I mean, Javi.
But look, he hasn't been injured since he came back.
Okay, we'll see. Second right, we'll see.
I mean, Javi, I told you before when Ruben was coming in. I said he'll make one bad game, one bad mistake, and everyone will go back to the Instagram model comments, and straight away they did. So I'm not surprised. I don't mind it. I'll carry on.
It's
You
like
know,
people gotta like
it is
once
what it
they
is.
say something about something, they have to be right about it. You know what I mean? So they have to justify the statement that they said.
Guys, I'm only doing this to trigger.
Sometimes you
Relax, I
can
don't
be
do-
wrong. You know what I mean? And we could prove you wrong. Like I think RLC proved a lot of people wrong because they was like, "Oh, he's done. He's finished. Look at that loan on Fulham." But now he's back in the side. But you know, your word always wants to be proven right.
You guys are
I'm not
taking
talking
this
about you specifically, lad.
Oh no, I know. I'm just doing this to trigger Matt. Like you guys are taking this.
Yeah, I'm not talking about you, lad. I'm not. I could tell. Like,
However, I am also right. Rice will boss him and pick up a knock.
Oh, don't. Rice is going to make a 6-yard pass sideways, and then you just have the whole
sure his body right.
I say, quote unquote, Ruben will pick up a knock. It'll come off because he'll be embarrassed by Declan Rice. But yeah, that's just say to make it.
I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy it.
We'll let it
Anyway,
go here, people.
Frag, what is your prediction for the game?
Simple 2-0.
Nice,
Simple.
nice. I'd love it to be a simple 2-0, but unfortunately, I'm gonna stay at my pessimistic 1-1, and then if we win, then I'll be very excited for this. For the
Yo, yeah, I ever had something like perfect, but there's just one thing off. Like just something is just off. Like I look at this team. I'm sorry. I'm like, yo, this is a good team, but you just got Alonso there, left wing back.
Love you. I agree. Ruben playing is a bit off, but he has to.
I knew it.
Latimus, you're so predictable.
Well, no. Oh, you want me to go for Chelsea?
Yo, now that I think about it, those 15 goals conceded is actually mad because I'm like, yo, can Chelsea break this record? I'm just like, oh my god, it's gonna be near damn impossible.
How many are we on now?
No one's breaking that record.
I think 6.
Now?
6.
Wait, we've only conceded 6, and we're about almost halfway. We good.
Yeah.
No, I think there'll be more goals conceded.
Two things. Before the Burnley and United one, I thought maybe we got a chance, but the way we go on about like Alonso and that, we've only conceded 6, man. You know, like this.
If we
and then since he's been there, like too fast. You know what I mean?
Like I think from January to February we have to play the majority of the teams, like City, Liverpool, and Spurs.
January we've got Spurs, Liverpool, City.
Yeah. If we get to mid-February without going up to say 9, 10, I think we'll at least be probably.
I mean, I think we could get to that before we even hit January, but
really?
Nah, we won't.
No, I got a feeling we'll be a bit. It's Christmas period. Christmas period, you play a lot of games. I think we're going to.
All it takes is one freak result for that record to post
come on, you have more belief in hamstring Ruben than breaking this record. Come on.
Oh Jesus! You must love Alex Hayes' comment. Thinks Partey should play instead of Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Who?
Alex Hayes said, Latimus, I think Partey should play instead of Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Nah, let's not disrespect Ruben like that, bro. He's a baller. Let's not do that. Come on,
I mean, I'm seeing Partey drop stinkers like he did against Man
Thomas
United.
Party, zoom.
That's all I can think is that stupid
exactly.
song.
Like what? Do you think Ruben could get dominated in midfield by Fred? Wow.
Well, to be fair, he did get bodied by Fred once at the end of that game. I was very disappointed at that.
I know, that's why I made the joke.
I mean, I'm just done. I'm done. But anyway, well, that is kind of, unless anyone wants to bring anything up, an end of what is a wonderful stream. Hopefully, we'll get a great result tomorrow, but you never know. Chelsea are heart attack FC, so no doubt there'll be some sort of nervousness. But yeah, first of all, I'd like to say thank you to Alfred at the top for coming on.
A joy as always. Thank you, everyone.
And Xavi, I'd like to say thank you to you too.
Yo, big up.
Father, I'd like to thank you for your 10% of attention to the stream.
Nipping wannabe. Nipping wannabe.
Edward Mendes, he comes from Senegal.
Kick him out, man.
Jesus Christ! I don't want to see Father sing on this channel ever again. Anyway, Latimus, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, let's I'm Ruben. Ruben scores in this game.
Here we go. And Frag, thank you for coming on for the second time in a row.
Big up.
And then I'll leave it to you, main man Sadiq.
Love Matt for hosting today. Hopefully, we get a win in tomorrow. Tomorrow, and we go live immediately after the game as well. That like the video as always. People subscribe, hit the notification, and Father out. That's what I gotta say, people. So
shame on you.
safe journey though. Safe journey there. Yeah? Safe journey. Yeah, and don't get beaten up. Oh, Diet Coke.
Yeah, man's on a diet for his
I gotta respect that.
What's wrong with Diet Coke?
No, I gotta respect that. Gotta respect that, man. Money heist time, people. But yeah, you lot. I'm out.
Oh yeah, money heist time, people. No spoilers, please. Thank you.
Like the video, man. Peace. See you tomorrow.
Like the video, or I spoiled the first two episodes.
No.